Okay. One sec. I'm putting on my blanket, getting comfortable. I ended up having a massive theory crafting session. Plus, I landed on some things last night. But the things that I landed on today, oh my god. I was just like, damn, that shit's cool. And it's to the point now where I'm starting to think about I'm starting to think about art style and everything. I'm trying to remember like what exactly I did. Cause mind you, whenever I'm like working on like theory crafting game dev stuff, I'm usually watching an anime or like some show at the same time. And I just finished The Flash season 1, so now I have to go back and watch Arrow season 3. I don't think there is any cooking this stuff. I don't think there is. We gotta find some cars to take apart. Dude, I like the immersion in this game. Oh, that's what system I was working on today. The exurgent status, how someone becomes a noble and everything, how someone becomes how an immigrant becomes a, what's it called, a civilian, or like a person of the country or whatever, and then how they can become a noble and all that kind of stuff. And because I wanted there to be a way where maybe you don't have a noble backing you for exurgent status, maybe you can have the king backing you. So I had to kind of fill out the king's lore a little bit, and I came against something that was like, it was really nice. So how it kind of is that every building in the capital city is owned by either the king or a noble. It's not owned by what's it called? Well, it's not the building, it's the land and everything. And so what it is basically the king owns the land that the kind of core things needed for his people. He owns those lands. So he owns the Adventurer Guild, he owns the Mages Guild, he owns the military, he owns the scholars. I think the whole of the scholars district, I can't remember. Maybe there will be like a one school and everything, and he'll just own that. But there's other like surrounding classes and everything, and that can be owned by nobles. More than likely something like that. Okay, he owns one merchant, but yeah, nobles, almost every noble wants their own slice of the merchant kind of thing, because it's the biggest moneymaker, obviously. Oh, and the other thing that the king owns is he owns housing, public housing. Any housing for any person and everything, any kind of like taxation will be to the king for a thing like that. For housing taxes and all that kind of stuff. So there's a land tax, which would be for nobles mostly, unless if it's something that is core to the people, then it'll be for the king. And then there's housing tax, which is pretty much king's tax and everything. So the idea was you can create a new business and everything, and as you do that, maybe I go clear that out. I'm gonna go have a look behind it first. So as you like do up a building and everything, depending on who owns the land and all that kind of stuff, right? Because they need to get their cut. Let's say here this kind of what do you call these? This kind of motel is owned by a noble and everything, and you want to do it up and everything, so you try to acquire the contract. So let's say, who is the commoner who owns the business and everything? You go to him, you ask if you can like buy out the business from underneath them. Maybe majority of the times they're just going to say no, unless if you can make a really high offer, or if you can get them kicked out in some other form of way, right? But obviously all that kind of stuff looks sketchy, and even if you do kick them out, maybe then it goes on auction, and so then you're now fighting another commoner and everything. So yeah, you gotta think outside the box constantly for owning stuff and everything. And even though you own it, technically it's on a noble's land and everything, so you pay a noble tax for your business. So let's say the noble tax was 3% each week, or 9% each month. So yeah, it's all on a value system of how often, and yeah. But there's also another system of, okay, it's 9% of profit for each month. This is the current amount that the business usually turns up. Let's say we'll say 1,000 gold and everything is usually what it gets. So 9% of 1,000, fuck, I don't know what that is and everything. Here, I'm gonna get my phone, I'm gonna do the math right now. Sorry, my stupid. Where is my damn calculator? Okay, 9% of do you do times 1,000? So that'll be 90 gold. Okay, so I need to pay 90 gold to what's it called? The noble each month and everything. Now let's say there's a flat fee and it would be at 80 gold. So if I don't have 9%, that is going to what's it called? That's going to equal that 90 gold and everything. I can then pay the flat fee of 80 gold. But what's it called? And I can get away with it like that, pretty much. If the business was like severely low and everything. And I'm like, I had this shit in the bag, like, what's it called, the idea of it and everything. But now not having like all this stuff in front of me. So the flat fee is 80 gold. But if you make the 1,000 and everything each month, that guy gets 90 gold, pretty much. You might do really good that month, right? To where he gets more than that 90 gold because you made business like earn more than 1,000 gold and everything. So yeah. And so that flat fee is for insurance and everything. Pretty much. It's like you can't default, but what's it called? Oh wait, no, yeah, you can default just if your business didn't make that much and everything. wish there was more cars. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, bad engine. Like, that engine's good. That battery. Just the battery? Front right brake. I also was thinking about this other idea with since the noble and the king have land and everything like that, exigent status, the process of you becoming a noble and everything, basically means that you're gonna need land. And so typically, since like you might get exigent status from a noble and everything, a noble will give up his land, give up a piece of his land for you to become a noble. But what if it's the king that grants you exigent circumstances, exigent status and everything? He can't give up his land because he owns all of the core functions for the city to survive. So he needs to go to like his advisors, and they need to find the two nobles with the most land and basically make a deal that noble to give you some land and everything. There's also another thing where like the most land a noble can have is like 6 and everything. As a noble can only have 6 plots of land in the capital. And then I was thinking, well, if the king went to his 2 nobles who have like the most land and everything, and basically tells one of them, hey, you gotta give up your land to like this guy, he's about to become a noble and everything. But the king like shows you the land that that noble has, and you can be a dick and ask for that noble's most profitable land thing. So let's say that that noble, they owned some land that a merchant was basically had their business on and everything. It's earning them like, I don't know, let's say $1,000 fucking each month, right? And so that noble now wants compensation for that land that he's about to lose and everything, because maybe like he had plans for the money and everything, all that kind of stuff that was coming from that. So he needs like 4 years worth of tax on that land and everything. So doing the math, right? And let's say, what's it called? Matter of fact, I'll wait for the end of the session and I'll get all the kind of like paperwork and everything that I was like working on, just to, cause like it's very hard. There was a lot. It's very hard for me to remember everything exactly, because there was a lot. There was a lot. I might have also stumbled on a hybrid combat system as well, which will give me a lot of like what I wanted and everything in the combat. Turns out the like I can do the process and everything. It's just doing the full kind of process was that was a bit much. I don't think I'll be able to do that one. But I can make it a hybrid to a point. It's gotta be in this next room, right? I hear Z's. Do a flip! How did I perceive that? Nice. I think I have enough for all the windows. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get gas. So I do remember I have keys to a car behind the broker. The car behind the broker though it's messed up, like pretty bad. So I figured I'll go get it, bring it back here, take it apart. Just so I can get my vehicle kind of engineering, whatever it's called. So I can get that up skill level. I mean, this one would be really good to take apart. But it's in the middle of the fucking street, and it's nighttime still. So I'd rather not. That car. Ooh. The engine's good? It's like hella beat up. Okay. See if there's like any other tools. Like a jack. Maybe I should have taken that one from that other car that I seen. Might go back and get it. Oh no, we got one. Failed. Ah. Let's take everything off. Oh, mechanics. Level 3. Hey, steal the radio. What the hell? Why don't I have enough? Can I not do it because I can't get in the door? Skill 5. 5. I think that's all I can take with it right now. I need level 3 there. Level 4. Level 5. Level 5. Level 3. 3. Level 4. Oh, I can't take these off, the lights. I think that's everything now that I can do so far. So I gotta get to level 3. Hell yeah. The back is open up, man. Well, you should be able to go open up with any of the other doors from the back. I'm gonna go get my tank of gas. Chuck it in that car. I gotta go pee. This stupid sound did not help me at all. Alright, one sec. I'll go to the bathroom. BRB. Okay. What is my skill like? Oh, I should probably deal with that. Mechanics. Oh, it's actually almost up. Wait a minute. Do I have? Yes. Okay. Looks really weird how it's staying on the same screws as it. Oh, nice. Hello? Where's my badge? Huh. Maybe that's what these adhesive bandages mean. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me go get that eraser. Dang it. Ah. Yeah, destroy this, aren't I? 333 zombies killed. Survived 2 days. Does this mean I can read the next book? It does. More of this car part. Come on, man, I want this book. Is there a car, like a car junkyard in this game? I never thought about that. A junkyard. Yeah, it's just called a junkyard. I forgot. Yeah, I wonder if one of those is in this game. A place where I can just do nothing but rip cars apart. Like, try put them back together. Well, hungry is a better emotion than extremely fucking bored. I don't know how you could be like bored, really, if you're like learning something new. Sometimes I get it, but like, yeah, in most parts, no. Maybe it's just different for every person. Notice something. I think I can take some of these other pieces apart. Let's start with the shitty one. Yeah, I can. Eats block of cheese. Like a fucking psycho. I hear a Z. Oh, I thought I got it. I gotta take off these windows and shit. Is it too close? Guessing? Yeah, I think it is. I want to go get another one of those books. turned off migration. I think I might have enough skill. I don't know if it's at 3, maybe it's at 4. May I have access to this? I should fill that up with gas. Okay, it must be 4. Maybe it's more than that. There's like one where you can, I think it's for vehicles. If you have
at megamikey_.
Yeah, what up?
Welcome to my channel. Hey mate. Got Zomboid gone?
How you doing? Gone? I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm pretty sure you can, what's it called? Hotwire vehicles in this game. Because now I don't know if it's a mod or if it was a part of the base game. I'm sure it's a part of the base game. I don't think it's a mod. Which I mustn't be at the level then.
Got Zomboid going.
Yeah. Shit. I don't have the 3rd book. I gotta go get the 3rd book. Wait. I don't know if the library had the 3rd book then. How is there still Z's on the fucking street?
Thought I'd stay here, help YouTube see you're getting engagement before I start my stream.
I checked out a video channel. I want to check out the videos and everything. I haven't seen the videos. The videos are like, yeah. Streams dope. Like the streams, dude. Is there a book or? Bravo. Is there no book 5? Got it. I think that's
Thanks
the
mate,
last
that day you joined for some reason I hit a peak of 624, no idea why. You might be my good luck charm or something. Hopefully I can be yours.
I joined a few others of your streams and everything. I don't know if it's my connection. But yeah. What's it called? Like, I don't think my chats were going through. I'm gonna assume that it was my, fucking... my connection to YouTube and everything. It's always fucking weird every now and then. Because I know a few others who have had the same kind of like thing for mine as well.
I'll try make sure there are no issues on my end then.
I don't think you can do anything about it. I think it's the
Was there any video bugs?
No. I think what it is just whatever server they put us on. I think because those servers are usually unless if you plan on live streaming in like 4K, you're not going to be on the good servers, the servers that they like really push and everything. It's the same thing for video making, right? Like if you post a video in just 1080p, it's kind of a lesser quality. But if you post a video in 2K or 4K, you'll notice the difference in like the quality of, even if you go back to 1080p while watching that video, you can like look at the comparisons and everything, and you'll notice the difference. I think what it is yeah, I think that's mainly the difference, because those kind of like servers,
That's why I do 4K upscale standard.
Okay. Yeah, those servers are
The 1080
usually
streams.
Those servers are usually meant for the. Oh wait, no. It won't work like that. Because it would have to be the OBS. Like the OBS has to broadcast in 2K for you to get to the better servers. Those better servers, they're for YouTube's like fucking what do you call them? Like their darling YouTubers and everything. The kind of ones that they either offer deals to, or the ones that they give the highest kind of priority. If you notice like YouTube tweeting a specific content creator, the higher tier servers are meant for those people. So yeah, it's so dumb, but it's meant for people
Prime server,
like
you mean?
Sniper Wolf. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It's just this something that they did with the old servers that they like. It's the compression. There's something wrong with the compression. But the reason why they don't fix it, like I think it's a man-made thing what they did with the compression to make it less quality. And it's just for it's for two reasons. It's for whenever you were to upload a video, like what I said.
They lowered the priority.
Thing. Yeah. Nah, it's just it's what they did with the servers. Fuck. Actually, I haven't asked AI this. I know for a fact that they did it and everything, because I forget who was the one who actually. I think it was Muruha. Who's Muruha? Is it Ordinary Gamer? I think he was the one who explained it first. What it is, like the difference between the two servers and everything, and how to get into the better server. What it is exactly. Oh shit, wait, what the fuck? Huh. So I have to
There is primary ingest. Or backup ingest.
No, because they have a few backups.
Then primary legacy.
There's
Or
kind of
backup
like
legacy.
the main servers, and those are the ones that are like lower quality and everything, and then there's the premium servers, and those are the ones that are like, they don't have the fucked up compression system put on them at all. And like, if you can put your streams, or if you can put your videos on those servers, then yeah, it's like pretty much golden. Like, it's easy to put videos on those servers. It's very easy. All you have to do is, like, when you export your video, export it as 2K and everything, and then you'll when you upload that video, you'll trigger that server. I forget what it is. I think like in the window that you're currently watching, like my character, you can right click and you can see encoding, and it'll show you what server that like you're watching this stream on and everything. And then if you look at a 4K video and you right click the screen as it's playing and look at encoding then, and notice what server that one is on, like there's a specific kind and everything. I don't know. Like, let's say for this, it's been a very long time since I like remember this and everything. But let's say with this game's like the version is 41 and everything. And obviously 42 is in an experimental case. You can play it, but like it takes you to do something before you play it and everything. That's what's happening with YouTube, their servers. It's designed that way specifically. To like save on space. It's just the compression problem. That's the...
So it's a filter system.
It is just like the compression problem and everything. There's a heavy compression happening with just the general servers and everything, and it's just so that YouTube can save space, because like apparently all of us YouTubers now and everything, YouTube's the most greatest fucking thing for like content creation. We take up a lot of space now. Apparently, like YouTube's like, they understand, oh fuck, everyone wants to be a YouTuber, everyone wants the thing. If we don't get ahead of like how much space we're using now, then we are gonna be dead in the water. That was the conversation that was had, I think, 4 to 6 years ago, around COVID time and everything. And that's why 1080p videos haven't looked the same. Put the car back together, take it apart again.
I feel validated for struggling with 4K for YRS now.
For YouTube? Or for streams and everything? YouTube videos should be piece of pie. It should be easy. But for streams, what it comes down to is your buffer. 4K streams, if you're looking for a... what's it called exactly? Your bit rate. your bitrate has to be, I think, 22 gigs upload speed if you want to. Wait, is it 22 to 40? I think it's something around there. But if you even have access to that, you actually need 3 times that amount of bitrate. So you actually need to have a computer that can upload at 80 megabytes. Oh yeah, not gigabytes, fucking, it was megabytes. So you need 22 megabytes upload if you're to stream in 4K. Well, that's to YouTube, but what you really need is your machine needs to be able to upload at 60 to 80 megabytes and everything. The reason why I know this is because I used to stream Star Citizen and everything in 4K. Wait, I need that suspension. Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't pick it up. Oh, I did have another. I did not realize that. Now.
I am doing some stat checking. But BEACUSEIMA1 PC setup 1440 is my maximum.
I mean, that's good. That's really good. Is that what you broadcast at, or is that what you play it?
But the FPS fluctuates on receiving end.
I mean, I can help. gonna need a bit more info though. Like exactly. Does it fluctuate on your end or for stream end as well? Wait, I suppose if it's on your end, then it would be for stream end as well. Here's the easiest fix. Here's what I recommend you do, because this is what I literally started doing lately as well. But you're lucky because what's it called?
I play at 1440 when I stream, say days. It's good, no issues.
So what you want to do is you want to find just
But
about
Cyberpunk or Fallout?
you want to find just about every stat your PC has and everything. So that's the name of like the brand and the actual name of the PC. That's what processor you have in that PC, how much RAM you have in that PC, and then you want your graphics card and how much GRAM your graphics card has. And then you want to figure out, son of a bitch, I'm like, really? Oh, what format your PC is in. So there's a 32 by 32 or some shit, and then
Built and
a
upgraded it
64
myself.
by 64. It's kind of like...
You basically mean a DXD-OG.
DXD? I don't know, if you like have an about like place, what's your operating system? If it's Windows, it'll be easy because there should be an about in your options menu and it'll just show all of that information and everything. Wait, if you have access to Steam, Steam released their own open tools and everything, and what it does is it calculates everything that your PC, like your entire PC, what it is and everything. It has all the information. Fuck, I don't think I can do it blind.
I run AI 9990 OK. 64
just like,
grams RAM.
oh shit.
RTX 4070.
I destroyed the fucking thing. Like, what I'm saying is like, when you have all of the kind of information for your PC, then just go to any AI, whether it's Grok or Copilot, and put your information, like your PC information, into there. Name what game you want to play, name all the mods that you have and everything for that game, name what version of OBS you have and like your entire kind of streaming setup and everything, and then ask it to like give you settings back and everything in regards to like what you should be doing for stream and everything. It's really good. It's really good. It's how I'm able to play fucking other games now because I did not think this shit was possible. Like, I'm glad that I can even play this. What the hell? Why can't I pick up? Ah. Trunk lid. But yeah, that's what I do now for everything. Man, before AI, having to figure this shit out, you'd be like, what's it called? Those Indians, dude, like, they understand PCs. like no shame to the game and everything, I'd be watching their kind of videos and like, yeah, maybe I won't be able to understand them and everything, but you could have it on what you call it, closed captions, to where you can actually see what they're saying. So that's how we used to have to figure shit out, but yeah, you don't need to figure shit out too much nowadays. Just prop every info into AI and everything and just ask it to figure it out. And it's pretty good. Oh, this needs a new gas tank.
I'd be happy to discuss this later.
Alright.
But I am streaming in 20 minutes.
Shave.
Not really got the time for long eye prompts.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to move this fucking thing without the... Hopefully there's a gas tank in this place. Because now I regret putting this damn thing in here. Now.
I'd like your opinion on something if I can, mate. Obviously don't show on stream, I am not trying to promo.
So. Please get gas tank.
Not video, the actual post.
Post? Wait, did you send something in chat and like it's not showing up? Because if so, that's YouTube's thing at work. Fuck! No, there's no spare gas tanks. Shit.
Looks it.
Yeah, if it didn't come up, what's it called? That's YouTube. Basically, like external links and stuff like that. Yeah, they're pretty finicky. There is an option to like switch it off and everything, but I usually don't now because yeah, we've had a few troubled streams and everything.
Not a link.
Like thing. Oh well, then I got no idea why, like YouTube's not posting it or whatever. And it's funny. I remember testing like the chat and everything, And like, even though I have the setting for like removing what do you call it, like streamer words, I wouldn't call them streamer words, I'd call them gamer words and everything, right? The usual, wait, what the fuck is, like all the bad words that we're not allowed to say and all that kind of stuff. And yet I was finding out you could actually still post them. YouTube needs work. Is that towel still in there? No. Do I have it?
PewDiePie bridge word.
Yeah. Like words like that, yeah. But it's still like pretty easy to fucking get them said and everything. Ow. My eyes fucking hurt.
I did a vote
reading.
post for member perks.
Member
Want your
perks?
opinion on it?
Ooh, I wouldn't have any clue, and I would actually be like one of the wrong kind of people for that kind of
Welcome
stuff.
to my channel.
Mainly because, oh, that might be what thing. No, it might not have been YouTube that caught it. It might have been Nightbot. Nightbot has its own version of moderation and everything. What the fuck? Am I weird? No, pull it out. The fuck are these Z's right there?
Self-promo blocker. I get it.
No, it's not that. Promo is actually allowed in this chat and everything. Mainly because I used to promote music streamers and everything. I never turned that shit off. It's good. Plus the way how I see it, I'm not streaming like 24 hours out of the fucking day and everything.
I wanted you to read my last post. I listed possible perks and I wanted you opinion on the prospective perks.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be too good on like membership things. Because I have a plan of like, even if I could do memberships myself, I think I'm pretty close. Like, I don't know. I think instead of like just, I don't want to like, what do you call it? Segregate the audience. Like, I don't want to give like, I get it that a membership is someone giving you money and everything, but like I wouldn't segregate my audience. Like I'm not gonna offer anything more to my memberships, but what I am gonna do is, if I had memberships and everything, is I would just post more specifically to cover those kind of people and everything. Like, yeah, me and like, no, I wouldn't have any fucking clue what to like if you're going that way and everything.
I plan to hit the second level then delete memberships. Level 2 is ad pay, level 1 is memberships.
Ad pay. Oh yeah, I get that. No, yeah, that's what I'm about. I'm about the ad revenue and everything. But like, I'm not totally against fucking memberships either. Like, I would do memberships, but I would just treat it as if, what's it called? It's ad revenue and everything. And so, yeah, I would just post more, pretty much, more content, if that was the case. That's just me though, like that's how I would handle it. I don't know how anyone else should handle it. Everyone else has their like own
I am,
opinions.
but
and
I've
everything.
got no choice.
I forgot what my character was doing. Oh, I need a gas tank. Wait, I have the keys to this car. Can I drive it now as the gas? Sweet. What do I do though? I mean, everything on the inside is clean. Tires are trash. I can replace the tires with the ones that I just put back on that other wagon that I just like took apart and everything. I definitely just do not want to fuck with gas tanks no more. I could change some of this shit as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about like just stripping that other Vic and just do this baby up. Or there's a broken down Vic in the middle of the road somewhere that I was thinking about scrapping that for parts if I can, but I just haven't cleared out the surrounding area. I think it's over here. Yeah. Even though that's pretty safe and everything, I always treat this shit like change systems and everything. Clear out 2 barricades before working. Oh, you gotta get on your waist.
I am gonna go start now.
Alright. Peace. Have a good stream. Gonna be finishing soon, so I'll see if I can send my audience your way and everything. I did not realize that it is 6 o'clock right now. I mean, that get.
Good luck on yours, bud. Everyone send my boy a like and a sub. Seeing his stream reminded me how simple it need to be good.
True good. I really like the I don't really like the idea of what's it called, people liking it and stuff like that, or comments. They can comment just fine and everything. There's also a way where like people can comment without needing to interact with me if you put a exclamation mark and everything. That system was put in place. I put that in place in case of like I'm streaming and everything, but like people are in chat and just want to say hello to each other without kind of like grabbing at my attention and everything. That's why, like, yeah. You can just put an exclamation point before anything you say. Alright, I can strip this for parts. Ask you battery. Those are two good tires as well. Take those two good tires. Oh, that's a good brake. I'll steal that too. Oh, and the gas tank. Dude, this is fun having this system in the game. I can't believe this is in like base game and everything as well. It's pretty cool. Nice, I got all of it. I gotta take up that brake. Actually, let me put this tire on the fucking ground. Oh, I can't see which one is trash. Bitch. It's the most fucked up. It's some fucking Eleanor shit. Streamline butterfly. Pew. Nice. Dude, this is cool. Like, just messing around with the game like this. I was gonna say. Fucking thing better be better. Let's go get some gas for it first. Ooh, that's just not the gas station. How much? Like, what the fuck? How was the migration? I turned migration off. Go back. Alright, there was a copper over here that I seen. Wait, I seen a different. I thought I saw a blue uniform. Make sure that this place is okay, I see one Z there. Wait, if this is the second day still, there's still one more day. Oh, I think I get what it's doing now. There's no migration, but on the third day, it's gonna be max population and everything. So I think that's why there's like zombies in these areas that I've already cleaned out. I think they're like spawning in. Because it's not at max population, it will be tomorrow in the game. Hello? Bitch? gas tanks on this side. Siphon get out there. Now I know I want to go back and steal that what's it called? That gas tank. Oh bitch. I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. Okay, cool. But I will save that for next stream. We're about to finish up. I'm gonna be showcasing kind of where I'm at with the game creation kind of process. The thought theory thing is, like I said, not exactly started just yet. Now I'm gonna be looking at art styles soon and everything. I've kind of pieced together what the core gameplay loop is gonna be and everything. So yeah, just give me a moment. And I will wait upstairs. Just very much away from everything. Okay. I gotta get a bed and put it in this place. Oh wait. Let me clean my guy. Fuck it. I'll clean him when I wake up. Okay. Right this, full screen. Put this down, open this up, and open up current events. Alright, so I've actually finally filled out a little bit of it, but it is the splashboard. The splashboard is just basically thoughts and theories and everything. Okay, so body part damage system and everything. Yeah. This took me a while to make. I am not that good at art. But yeah. So basically, like, this was the original and everything, but now it's all whited out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I whited it all out and everything. Because the image is from something. But, yeah. So the damage system is color grade and everything. White means 97% or above. Health is basically like the white. And then there's going to be light gray. I unfortunately didn't create what the light gray is going to look like and everything, but that is like losing 20% of max health and everything. Then beige, which is just light injuries and everything. These kind of descriptions, they're not really the actual descriptions and everything. They're just the placement holders for right now. I don't know what the damage thing is going to be exactly. It might just really be that simple. A grade system of the percentage of the total health of that limb. That's what I might just keep it at and everything. And then just, yeah, play around with kind of the penalty system in regards. and everything. Now the combat, I have 3 models for the combat. The first model is classic Final Fantasy 1, but like I've created a sort of hybrid system between dice rolls and all that kind of stuff, mixed with Final Fantasy 1 stat-based kind of logic and everything. That's the cheap, dirty, fast kind of combat and everything, and I see it. It's not really what I want, because it's not going to use the system and everything. So if the worst comes to the worst, that is more than likely the kind of combat that I'm going to be going for. Classic Final Fantasy 1 hybrid dice roll kind of system and everything. That is if I cannot get the body damage system up and running. If I can get the body damage system, then I will most likely go for this model B, tactical limb damage system and everything. So it's everything that the first one is, which is stat based along with dice roll and everything. But it's gonna be hybrid again, because I think I can actually do some things with this to the point where I can, like, it'll be fringing on Model C. Model C is like realism and everything, but like I think I can kind of get a new model in between B and C. So kind of like, yeah, deep and brutal is what this one basically says, because it uses the limb kind of body part damage system and everything. But I think I know a way where I can like fuse Model B and Model C together. And like I said, Model C is basically as close to realism as I could possibly get. It's the idea of bleeding damage and everything. Like, there's only going to be a certain amount of turns before you bleed out and everything, so you need to like handle your bleed, like packing bandage and everything. Real life, it's about 2 packing bandages, or 1 packing bandage and a, oh fuck, I forgot what it's called. It's a patch. It's kind of like a flat thing that you just tape over the top and everything. It's just there. It's the packing bandage is actually what you need, but what you need is to like keep it in place where it can't move around, where it can't come out, because that's where like the bad shit happens and everything. That's where you're actually like losing blood and bleeding out and everything. So as long as you have like, yeah, I think I would probably just do that if I do a bleeding system. I don't want to, because it's infinite more kinds of work then, especially when I'm also thinking in parts of like a magic system and everything. So yeah, I don't want to really do realism. I want to, because realism's going to take too long, and realism's it's gonna take fun out and everything. I want it to feel like there's a touch of realism, but not really. So I don't want to mess with bleeding kind of systems, poison like systems, not really. I can kind of like touch on those, but not so much to where like it's going to be a full focus. Oh, I need to balance the system. No, there is no balancing simulated systems and everything. They're designed to be unfair on purpose. So yeah, simulations is just very different. I don't want to do it. Okay, so yeah, that's still combat system, random dice rolls and everything. What's next? NPC prototyping. This is okay. So what this is like, this is the battle buddy system and everything. The 2 characters, you play as your own character, your own NPC and everything. But you have a partner. You can tell him what to do, but whether he wants to do it or not is completely up to him. He doesn't need to listen to you. it's the AI pretty much. I'm going to be creating an AI teammate and everything. It's not a teammate that you get like you're going to have from the start of the game to the end of the game. It's going to be a kind of teammate that can fulfill the roles that you're not doing and everything. That's the idea of it. If your character joins the military and everything, you get given a battle buddy, and they want to, because it's the military, they want to make sure that your battle buddy can do the things that you're not doing, that you're supposed to be doing but you're not doing and everything. Why? Because they want to make sure that you're alive and that you stay alive, because if you fucking die, then your battle buddy fucking dies also and everything, and it's just a big mess. So yeah, I have an idea of how to get this done and everything. Thankfully, there have been some YouTube videos that I have looked up, which explain what it needs to like happen and everything very well, very well. There's I think it's called Tomoe Rain Productions and everything. I'm still going through their kind of, and the really good thing is that they're using the same engine as what I'm going to be using as well, which is like, once again, just a massive fucking love it. Okay, so yeah, designing a Battle Buddy AI. Okay, that was all of that. Ha! I thought I had. Oh, there is more. Son of a bitch. Where do I open this? How do I open this in a second? Do I just do this? Yes. Okay. So that's what I have written down in the splash page and everything. Whereabouts am I with this? Oh, the system that I was trying to talk about earlier in regards to land and everything. I'm gonna have to go back a fair bit. I'm gonna try and keep this brief, like, to an understandable point. Shit, there was a lot. Oh my god, there was a fuck ton. Damn. It's more than that still. Game loops? No, it's more than game loops. Battle Buddy system. Oh, we already touched on Battle Buddy system. Okay, so we can talk about game loops. Okay, so game loops. What is it exactly that I want in the game? Okay, I want quests. Easy. Quests is very easy to do. It's, yeah, one of the very fucking thankful fucking things of the game engine that I chose. Tasks, again, very easy. Trading economy, hard. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find a few kind of like devlogs to like help me out with this. I need to figure out a way. Oh no, I just pressed the wrong button. Shit. I have a like skip back on my mouse and everything. Whereabouts is... I am looking for paint. Okay. We're gonna have market 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so what's going on with this? So here's how I think I'm gonna do it. Because of... oh, I need to bring up capital. Okay. So the best way to explain this is these 4 kind of squares and everything, they represent the market district, but it's gonna be like 3 different shops in each and everything. And what it is it's a recycling system and everything. So it's kind of like today, this entity, all the 3 shops in purple are about to get a rise in product and everything. Yellow is going to have no change. Red is going to have a -1 value, and green is going to have maybe just a +1 value and everything. So we'll say that like the first day it will go like this. All the 3 shops that are with purple. Now this doesn't mean like, oh, all the clothing shops today are going to be super good and everything. No. What it means is like this purple could be like 1 clothing store, 1 medicine store, 1 armor store, weapon store. And it's going to be the same for the yellow as well, except for maybe yellow is 1 food store, 1 clothing store, again, just like purple, 1 magic store, and then again for the red, 1 magic store, 1 thing. Like the reason why it's all different stores and everything, 3 different stores in all of these, is that way all I need to do is create dice rolls to change the random percentage of like up or down in between what the stores get and how much they get, because how much they get is going to be how cheap it is the item it is to buy and everything. And so yeah, if I do it this way, it's easier to just balance these 4 things than to balance fucking 12 different stores and everything. That's currently the idea that I have in mind, specifically just to handle markets, the market district and everything, the merchant district. That's kind of where that's at. Now, I don't know if there is like any tutorials out there or anything like that, but I will figure that out. That's the problem right now. Alright. Whereabouts? Oh, son of a bitch, it fucking went back. So that's game loops and everything. Game loops. So yeah, that's trading economy, hard, right? But can explain it very simply and everything, and like I have a system in mind. I don't know if it's going to be the right system or if there's a better idea of how to like do this and everything. If there is a better idea, then I will save it to the splashboard. It'll be easier to, yeah. But currently that's my train of thought on how to control the economy and everything and try and keep it balanced. It just needs to be, some things just need to be balanced in a day. I want to make sure that like maybe the next day you lose the fact that like there was something that you needed to buy today and everything, but maybe tomorrow something new comes on the market where you be like, oh fuck, I never even thought of that. So like that's the idea about this, the randomization and everything to handle the economy. Alright, apart from that, combat, hard but a must. Yeah, like again, I've explained the combat situation. Minigames, obvi. My favorite, obvi, blackjack, everything. Very easy. I already have a working version of blackjack. Fishing, I have not explored this idea and everything. That's why there's a lot of question marks beside it. So fishing, possible? Yes, I know it's possible. What kind of fishing system? Final Fantasy 15, New World fishing, or Fable fishing? And the good thing about having a conversation with AI is it actually knows all three of the fishing mechanics in each of those games and everything, and it kind of knows how to like give that to me, which is really cool. I didn't know if it was going to be a possibility, or like I didn't know if it was a thing. I don't know, like I think fishing is kind of a thing. You kind of need it. RPG and everything. I think it's a good time sink and everything. And as much as I need like cost sinks and everything, time sinks is very good to have as well as like a game loop. What do nobles do? Yeah, this is still a work in progress and everything. Because I don't, I guess I kind of figured that out, but yeah. I'll explain more on that. You'll see more on that coming up. Mage training. Ooh, I have not touched on that at all. Ooh, that's bad. I gotta skip that. I gotta skip mage training. I don't know what mage training is just yet. Become a canary and serve a noble. There will be more on that coming up and everything. I kind of like went super deep in noble kind of stuff right now. Join military. I've kind of already explained that in other streams and everything at the end. Become a warehouse owner. Yes, that needs to be very easy to implement. I just haven't touched on it yet. I'll explain that when I like delve a little bit more in that area. That's actually good that I'm reading this out now, because now I kind of realize the current focus is fishing, warehouse, economy. Become a merchant. That's right. Make relations outside of the kingdom for unseen product to release, like inside the kingdom and everything. I want there to be an ability to where you can bring something to the table that no one has access to. So yeah, like in regards to shit like that. Don't know how it's gonna happen, but I kind of, yeah. There's a gist somewhere. I can figure it out pretty easy. Okay. Product release. No. Yeah, we've finished that. Create a store from scratch. So this is going to kind of be a mini game. I've seen a few other dev kind of streams, videos explain how they've done this before. In this engine as well, how they've created this ability to where, like, if you bought property, you can build a house on it. But like, not only could you build a house on it, you actually like do every small thing. Like in Project Zomboid, right? I am taking apart a car piece by piece. That same process someone has already figured out how to do to create a house in the same game engine that I'm working with. So that's a very good possibility. Very rare chance the capital becomes under attack. That's just like main story kind of thing. I also want that to be an option of like, there could be a chance that the city can come under a massive attack, and what I want it to do is like at the start of the game, no matter what, like if you choose the soldier kind of storyline, you want to join the military and all that kind of stuff, I want it to give a prompt and everything, and I want it to be like, do you want the chaos kind of climax? And what that basically just means is like the climax is going to be there was some kind of event happening where the city is under siege and everything. So like, do you want that, or do you want it to just happen naturally and everything? Because there could be a natural way of it happening, but that might not have like gone through the dice roll and everything. So do you want it? Pretty much. Yeah. join scholars. Scholars, I haven't like mapped out, but let's just say scholars. What scholars is you can learn everything the game is offering you as a scholar. So all of the building techniques, you don't need to be like, oh, I don't know how to build exactly like Scholar. Scholar will teach you how to build. That way when you can already create a plan and stuff. Let's say you want to be a noble and everything, but you don't know how. Scholar, you can go Scholar and like try and learn how to become a noble. What is all the methods of becoming a noble and everything. Let's say merchant, how do you like get new product? How do you get a lot of money and everything? Well, Scholar, once again, it'll just basically say like, this is not the only kingdom, there's other kingdoms out there and everything. If you make relations with people from other lands and everything who maybe know their way to get here, then all you need to do is basically like create a relationship with this person to the point of like some kind of loyalty or something, I don't know, to where like they're gonna let you sell their stuff. And then maybe if you treat them right, they will sell you their stuff exclusive, meaning like no one else is gonna have a hand on what it is this person is selling. They only come to you and everything. So yeah, like all that kind of stuff. Magic is not really gonna be scholar stuff because we have a mages guild, but there is gonna be like inscriptions about conduits and everything, which touches on the same system as magic. Magic system is a conduit system about rings and everything, but the conduit system in itself, because there's ways of being able to use magic without the rings and everything of you, like precious stones or ancient bones, or right, like there's a lot of different materials and everything. And so scholars will basically explain what those are exactly, like how others have, because all scholars is a collection of like thoughts, theories, stories from all those who have lived before you got there and everything. So it's a lot of really good information, pretty much. And yeah, you have access to that. Everyone has access to that, but yeah, it just is all on the person. Do they get there? Do they understand what it is that they're looking for? Wait, they have like literally every book in front of them and everything. Maybe they don't want to read. Maybe they just want to go figure out the game. Well, then they can just go figure out the game. And Scholars is a system that is completely untouched. But then maybe as they go figure out the game, they come across a problem and someone is like, well, I don't know how to do it. But what I think is like, you could probably just go Scholars and there'll probably be a book on like what it is you're trying to do exactly. And so that's all you do. You go Scholars, you learn that one thing, and then you fuck off and you go about your journey again. That's how I want, like, yeah. There's going to be those players, and then there's going to be hardcore fucking nerds and everything, and Scholars is going to be for them. Scholars is going to be for the people who, like, they want to know all the ins and outs and everything of all the kind of things. So yeah, that's what that's for. Right, so let's move on to nobles. Okay, so here was my prompt. Every commoner owned business was backed by a noble, and the noble takes a percentage dependent on how frequent, but if that business goes below a certain amount in profit, then a flat fee. That is just supposed to be the insurance kind of thing. The noble can't lose money and everything, they can only gain and all that kind of stuff. The noble can't make money traditionally and everything. It's meant for commoners. The commoners need to make money. The nobles need to hold the land for the commoners to make money and everything. That's kind of how I want it to be. The only difference is between a noble and a king. The king has access to the core functions. So let's say scholars and everything. Say maybe all it is one gold coin, or one, what's the cheapest coin there is? Bronze, if I go like multiple different kinds of coins and everything. Whatever the cheapest kind of coin there is, that's all you need to pay to get into scholars for the day. It's not a hindrance. Like, it's not supposed to be like, oh, I need $100 to go into scholars and everything, and since I'm in scholars I might as well read every other book there because it's $100. No, that's not the way how I want it to be. I just want it to be the most, like, it's readily accessible, but it still takes something, the most least amount and everything. So yeah, but the king basically owns the land that every medical center is on. Wait, no, I think he owns the land that only 2 of the medical centers are on. There's going to be 3, but he only owns 2. He owns the one in Stonehenge Square, and he owns the one, I think, in Scholars and everything. There's 2 there, but I think there's another one in the Market District. It's not for him. I think I'm going to give that to a noble and everything. One of the, like, richest kind of nobles that there is, pretty much. Someone who really knows what the fuck they're doing and everything. So yeah, the king has access to the core kind of things. Like, he owns the land underneath those core things that bring life to his city. So the medical centers, all public housing is his, pretty much, and military. But like, you don't pay for military or anything like that. That's how he pays for military, all of public housing, pretty much. So yeah, apart from those things, everything else is up for grabs for the nobles and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and the 2 guilds apart from scholars, Mages Guild and Adventurers Guild. So those are the things that the king owns. No one else owns those. Everyone else is kind of like in this shaky card game where it's kind of like they own the land and everything, but it depends on who they like. Let's say there's a failing business, it shut down. Since no one's earning money on that, the noble is then kind of like, hey, I need someone to fill this position and everything. So he's like being proactive, trying to find a business to take in his piece of land and everything from this old failing business and all that kind of stuff. That can be you. You can take up that, create a business, and then all you need to do is figure out, because the noble's not going to tell you, but you want to figure out what the previous kind of business that was running there, and you want to figure out the contract that they had. Because it's a failed contract, you can go 20% less from what that was. And the reason why is because that noble wants a business in there today. Because every day that plot of land doesn't earn him money and everything, he's not making money and everything. So yeah, you can go about like 20% less from his previous contract, but the hard thing is trying to figure out where to get the contract so you can see what the original contract was, and then do the calculation to figure out so you can get a place for cheaper than thing. Yeah, because like, let's say, oh, I express interest in this land that you have now lost and everything, and this is like the kind of conversation you're having with this noble now. He might be like, he might be honest So he might like come out and say, hey, it was 1,000 a month it was making, and all I was getting was 90 gold off that, pretty much. So if we can keep somewhere around there, like that would be a good noble kind of trying to negotiate and everything. But yeah, not all nobles are the same. In fact, the funny thing is like the same way how it's like with this kind of system, it's going to be dice roll. That's how I am doing the nobles as well. That's why there's going to be like this really weird. The nobles are, what's it called? Maybe one guy was like your best mate when you were playing one playthrough, but now you're starting a new playthrough and everything. You're like, oh, I know this guy. This guy's the man and everything. I'm gonna be his best friend. Yo, let me get you a piece of property and everything. And he's like, all right, let me just mark that up for you. It's gonna be 2 times the regular cost. And you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so I'm creating the nobles to be the same kind of randomized thing as well. So every playthrough is gonna feel fresh and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I know how to like make that happen. Cue cards, same system, like 1, 2, 3, randomized. Yeah. Alright, whereabouts are we at now? That is the system and the holder for the noble system and everything. That's kind of the noble system. Now we get into what it takes to be a noble, because I want my players to have this sense of they can create their own kind of game inside of my game. So someone can like try a 0 to hero kind of playthrough and everything, but it's the 0, you ain't starting as a commoner. 0 is actually, you're starting as an immigrant. You're coming into this land and everything. So you don't have commoner status. How do you become a commoner? Well, you got to join the military for 4 years. You need exigent circumstances first and everything. Okay, now that you have exigent circumstances, you can now run a business in the country and everything. Wait, is that the only way you can get exigent circumstances? No. Let's say you go to the market district, you're buying things low, you're selling them high on other days, you're making good money and everything. Now you need to start making relations with nobles so that a noble will back you for exigent circumstance. When a noble backs you for exigent circumstance, he gives you 1 plot of land first, and then after that, wait, no, that 1 plot of land he gives you, he first, like, he needs to present you to the king, and he needs to say, I want to offer this person as exigent circumstance, I want him to be a noble and everything. The king will basically say, alright, to be a noble, you need to understand like noble training, all the things that nobles need to do. Nobles are like ninjas, they're like mages, they're like military. They are kind of jack of all trades, pretty much. And they're not like super best like at everything. No, they need to perform a baseline at least. They need to understand just about anything at a base form. And so, yeah, the king will throw you to the military for 4 years. When you've finished your 4 years service, you will get given land from the person who put you up for exigent circumstances. I've also written in a way where the king will personally back you, and since the king can't give you any of his land because he holds the core lands, what he will do instead is how much favor you've earned with the king, is how much money he's willing to spend on land for you. But he will go to his two nobles who own the most land, and he will make you choose which of their lands, like which single plot and everything, because everyone has about 6 if they're like the two biggest thing. So you get to choose one of like 12 plots of land, and he will try and buy that for you. Pretty much, he will give you that land. Maybe you do a dickhead move and you take the highest earning thing from one of the nobles. Maybe that noble doesn't like you doing that, so he will try to negotiate. He will be like, well, instead of that, can I offer you this piece of land, and I will offer you a heavy discount on any service I own or that I have for the next 4 years. Like, that is probably going to be the kind of deal that he makes. And if you say no to that, then he will say, well, I have favor with these nobles. Perhaps I can make a deal on your behalf if you want any of their land, and you will get 2 years of service free of like heavy discount and everything of anything I have, and I will make up the difference. He doesn't want to lose his like most money making piece of land, right? You can be a dickhead and you can still say no and take that, but that's gonna like make all the other nobles look at you sideways and everything. It's like, oh my fucking god, this motherfucker's ruthless. Did you hear what the fuck he just did and everything? So like, yeah, it's just however you want to play it is up to you and everything, but everything has its limits. So yeah. Also, there might be a chance where like the king actually can't give you that piece of land, because maybe the amount of favor you have with him, let's say the plot of land is 800, like 800,000 and everything, but you only have enough favor with him that he will cover you for 400,000. So you need to make up the difference up to a single digit percentage and everything. So how did I have it here? Where's the calculator? All right. So the piece of land is 800,000. 2, 3, yeah. So remove 400,000 because that's what the king is willing to pay for it and everything. Oh, I got this math wrong. Let me. All right, 800. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, I got it wrong again. 9%. Is that 9% of? That's not right. Fucking clear. 9% of 800,000 equals. Bitch. How do I do this again? Like, I did the math on my phone. Wait, maybe I have it here somewhere written down? I don't know. All it means is that basically, like, you need to make up the difference in the price until like, you can only not pay 9% of the original price. Like, once you pass that threshold and everything, the property is yours, whether that guy wants to give up the property or not and everything. And still, like, it's not gonna be as worse as when people were like, oh fuck, did you see this guy, like, he took that guy's land and everything. No, it would be like, well, he took his land, but like all he lost was like 9% and everything. Give him a couple years, he'll probably be fine. Like, it'll be a healthy understanding for just about every noble around and everything. That's kind of what I want it to be as and everything. The king can try and take the land and everything, but there has to be like at least 9% can't be paid. Like you can't have anything more than that, and everything that can't be paid to that noble for his land. So yeah. And shit, who knows? Maybe that noble has like 2 shitty properties, and maybe he'll be like, hey, instead of giving you my most fucking money maker right now and everything, can you have these 2 like piece of shit fucking things? Can you do something with these and like earn money? Because if so, they're both yours and everything. And that would be like really fucking good to have 2 pieces of land and everything. Yeah. But that's kind of like, that's the noble system, that's the king system, that's, yeah, that's what you're looking at and everything. And so you can kind of see where the canaries fit. The canaries are the advisors to the nobles and everything. Nobles can't be walking around the fucking city every day because like people fucking stop working and everything. It's like, oh my god, it's a fucking noble and everything. It's just like, no, that's why they have canaries and everything. So you can be a canary, you can work for a noble and everything. That noble might end up being like, yo, you've done a lot of work for me. Exigent circumstances, you want to be a noble? Like, you might just throw it out at you and everything. And so yeah, like there's many ways where you can be a noble. Here's where the fucking math is. Alright, yeah, land cost 800,000. King will cover 400,000. If you have the currency, you can offer to pay the difference, but if you pay 328,000, then the king can accept since the loss was in the single-digit percentage. That's the idea about it. Yeah, the loss can only be a single digit. It can't be a double digit or anything. You'll lose a little respect and favor with the noble, but if you and the king say yay, then the deal goes through. 9% loss acceptable conditions. Anything more than that, no. You can't make the deal, you can't take that land and everything. So yeah. And like I said, the way how like the noble might be is like, hey, you're taking the thing that's like the real moneymaker for me. I had plans with that money long term and everything. If you want that land, give me the profits for the next 8 years of it. I'll give you the fucking land and everything. And so that's where like this price is coming from. Oh, the profits you were looking at was nearly 1 million gold and everything. Alright, so the king will pay about half of that. I pay up the difference and everything all the way up until 9% less. And then you only lose out on 9%. You should be fine. Like, yeah. So that's the idea about that. Is there anything else? King or... The feel is that someone can go from zero to hero and social society, immigrant to commoner to noble. There will be enough things in the game where you can play multiple characters different ways, lifestyles, create challenges for yourself, or even try to destroy the city. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually try and destroy the city. I haven't thought that far. I don't know if I want to do coups. I don't think so. I don't think I will, because this is a lot of work to fucking get this, and I just feel like that would be cheap to my work. It would be immersive, but it would be cheap because I spent so long trying to figure all this shit out. Now I need to figure out a way to destroy it all? That sounds so sad. I don't want to do it, but I feel like I have to do it because it makes sense. I don't want to do it though. But yeah, anyway, that is where I'm currently at and everything. Alright. Let me... please bring up this other page. Let me see if I can send you guys over to Mikey. Here, I'm gonna post this link. I'm gonna keep the stream open for just a little bit longer
Get my one.
and everything. Feel free to jump into this guy's stream because I'm about to end.
https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=G3ec4ffbo4.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. Feel free to join Mikey and everything as I'm about to end stream and everything. Okay. I don't think. Is there anything that I can do for 5 minutes just to? I don't have any music that I made. Fuck. I probably should start making more music and everything. So I really like this system as well. The tunnel system, it's just it's gonna be different again. I'm gonna line up all of these tunnels to be directly underneath roads. I don't want them underneath buildings anymore. I was gonna do it that way, but now I want them underneath roads because it just makes sense then. Plus, it could be something that I can weave in as well. Let's say the enemy, some nerd doers fucking find their ways into the tunnels. Oh shit, one sec. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to end stream there actually. I gotta go do something. Anyway, feel free to join Mikey. That's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace. Let me switch the screen back just